Good afternoon, or evening, depending on the time zone you're in, and welcome to Deck Tech Daily. If you are new to Magic the Gathering Arena, or need a little bit of guidance, then this is the channel for you. Today we are looking at a deck I call Jeskai Revelation, because it revolves heavily around this card right here, Jeskai Revelation. For those of you not familiar, Jeskai refers to the blue, red, and white color combination named after the Jeskai Way, a discipled clan on the plane of Takir. So that's the lore behind it. What this card does is return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. This includes lands, so you can return one of your opponent's lands to their hand when you play this card. It also deals 4 damage to any target, create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess, draw 2 cards, and you gain 4 life. So basically, no matter how terrible the match might be going against you, once you play this card, instantly the match will shift in your favor. So like once you play this card, it's basically game over for your opponent no matter what. I mean, it is 7 mana to get out, so it's going to take a while. However, if you can pull this off, you're basically guaranteed to win. Also about this deck, it is a bit more advanced than, let's say, a mono white Lifegain or a mono red Aggro, which is basically just throwing whatever creatures in your hand at your opponent as fast as possible. This deck does require you to think a little. However, if you can master it, which when I show the gameplay, I will try to explain my thought process behind every move I do, just so you can maybe understand, why I'm playing the way I am. If you can understand how to play this deck, you're guaranteed to rank up. It's also pretty expensive, a lot of mythics, a lot of rares in this deck, so it is a bit on the pricier side, but like I said, this deck is pretty amazing if you can master it. So let's take a deeper look. We have 3 steps ahead, counter and draw power, get lost, some removal, consult the star charts, draw power, no more lies, another counter spell, Lightning Helix, good for doing damage and you gain 3 life, stock up, more draw power. It is sorcery speed, so do keep that in mind. 1 Planeswalker, Ral, Crackling Wit. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put a loyalty counter on it. You can create a 1/1 blue otter or draw 3 cards. The chances you actually get its -10 are pretty slim. I did happen to pull that off one time. So instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. Basically means you can play it twice. This card right here, Inevitable Defeat. This spell can't be countered. That's definitely amazing. Exile target non-land permanent, its controller loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. So it's basically a combination of removal and Lightning Helix. And of course, can't be countered. Rides in, some more removal. Ultima. I have definitely seen a lot of artifact decks in Standard, the synthesizer decks. So if you play this card, destroy all artifacts and creatures against someone that's playing an artifact deck, it's basically instant game over for them. That's why I'm running 2 of them, and with all the draw power in this deck, like stock up, consult the star charts, there's also Marang's ability, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. If you do run against an artifact deck, as long as you play Ultima, you should win. Obviously, there's 4 colors in here. There's black, there's blue, red, and white, so the lands are definitely very diverse. Starting town, pay 1 life, add mana of any color. Multiversal Passage, as this land enters, choose a basic land type. Sunbillow Village, Sacred Foundry, Thundering Falls, Riverpyre Verge, and then also a little bit of black, because we do have a card that has black in its cost. Shadowy Backstreet, Godless Shrine, Floodfarm Verge. This card right here, Mistrise Village. Basically, you pay blue and tap, and the next spell you cast this turn can't be countered, so definitely keep that in mind if you play this. And just a plains. Some other cards I was considering right here. Split up, choose one, destroy all tapped creatures or all untapped creatures. Also, Day of Judgment, destroy all creatures, because obviously there's 3 steps ahead is technically a 1-drop, but you need to pay more for its spree. So in the first 1 or 2 turns of the game, we're probably not going to have anything on the field. So Definitely ways to wipe the board are very useful for this deck. That's why I'm considering these and I have them in the sideboard. Okay, so let's take a look and see how this deck goes. Match 1, Jeskai Revelation. Okay, we get to go first. I do like that we have 2 of these, but 2 Jeskai Revelations. I also hate having to mulligan. You know, I will chance it just because we do have a counter here, and then like inevitable defeat will get rid of literally anything our opponent has, so I shall keep. I'll play these. Thundering Falls have to enter tapped, so I'll just play one of them. Do I want this? Yes, that is a removal. I'm not sure if I'm playing against a creature deck yet, so I'll keep that there. Red. Oh, it might be a mono red aggro deck, so the fact that I kept that there was a good decision. Let's see. I don't have any planes, so I won't be able to play the No More Lies next turn for a counter. Or Rides In. Shoots. I guess I shall play a second one of these, because I'll Surveil. Look at the top 5. That would definitely be super helpful. I'll keep that there. I think I can survive at least 1 or 2 turns. Okay, so they have 2 burnouts. So yeah, just 1 damage. Okay, so now I'm going to play the stock up, because I know I can survive next turn. Now this way I can pull what I need. Okay. Let's see. Definitely one of these because it's a plains. And I wish to any of these... No swamp, unfortunately, so I won't be able to play the inevitable defeat. So instead, I'll just pull another Rides In. That way I'll have 2 removal. Because these are only 1/1 creature. Well, it does have the, for 2, it puts a +1/+0 on it till end of turn, but it's still, I'll survive. Okay, so play one of these. Now I have Rides In and Rides In, and they're both instant speed. Okay, so now I'll pass to my opponent. And hopefully they spend their mana on a more powerful creature. They're attacking for 2. Okay, he's probably going to spend the 2 to give one of his Bastronauts the +1. So I'm going to pass the combat into the block phase. Okay, so he's playing Burst Lightning to me instead. Should I waste... Should I bother countering that? It's only 2 damage. No, I'm just going to resolve that. He did that so his speed would go up to 4, so now his Bastronauts will have double strike. But now he's probably going to spend 2 mana, I'm predicting, on one of them. Oh! He did not. Strange. Maybe he's saving it? Okay, so I'm going to play Multiversal Passage. I'm down to 10. You know what? I'm just going to let it enter tapped, because I'm going to play both of my Rides Ins next turn. Yeah, so pass it to them. Okay, so now he's attacking both. Now I'm going to play Rides In on this one. Now let's see what he does. Yeah, he's spending 2 mana to boost this one. Oh, 4 mana. Little does he know I have... Oh. Total amateur mistake on my part. I completely forgot I only have 1 planes. So I couldn't play the second Ride's End. So yeah, like I said, this deck requires you to pay attention heavily. One small mistake and that's it. It's game over. But like I said, if you can master it, like, okay, so now I have 2 planes. Now I can play Inevitable Defeat and Ride's End. So plus I'll gain life through Inevitable Defeat. And I have a counter just in case, so... Okay, so I'll pass to my opponent. He's going to swing with these 2. Okay, Hired Claw will do 1, but I'll play Inevitable Defeat to get rid of the Hired Claw, and I'll gain 3 life. Also can't be countered, but he's running a mono red deck, so he probably doesn't have any counter spells anyways. Now he's probably going to boost the Bastronaut. Yep, typical. I'm going to resolve it. I want to see if he does it a second time. Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to play Ride's End, now that he's exhausted all of his mana. Okay, so now I wiped his field. Okay. So now, okay, we have all 3 Jeskai Revelation, so I'm gonna play... I'll have to pay 2 life for it to enter. Now, okay, now let's just pass and see what they do. Now we can have some fun. So, in turn... Okay, so he's playing the Nemesis, so yeah. You know, I'm going to let him attack, let him think he's got me. Okay, now I'm going to play it. Return it to its owner's hand. Deal 4 damage to the opponent. And I draw 2 cards, and I gain 4 life. So he's just going to play back the Nemesis. And I'll get my 2 monk tokens. Okay. You know what? Like, I'll just pass to him because I don't want to swing and somehow he can block with a Nemesis because of Nemesis' ability. If it's dealt damage, it can do that same damage to me, and I can't gain life for the rest of the game. So I'll just hold off on attacking. I still have 2 Jeskai Revelations, so like I said, if anything he plays at me, I can just return it back to the hand, which is exactly what I'll do now to his Nemesis. Return it to his hand, deal 4 damage to him. And then I'll gain 4 life. So he's playing Nemesis again. Okay, so I'm going to play my 3rd Jeskai Revelation. Return his Nemesis to his hand. Deal 4 damage to him. All my monks will get their prowess triggered. Ah, he's going to do the 2 damage to his Nemesis. So that way it triggers into... Now I won't be able to gain the 4 life, which is fine. He quit. So yeah, as you just saw, this deck, you have to think. It's definitely a bit more advanced, but this deck is amazing if you can pull it off. Round 2 of the Jeskai Revelation deck. Our opponent gets to go first. 4 lands. We have a removal, a field wipe, and another removal. Starting town. Yeah, like all different land... land colors are covered in this hand, so I shall keep. Starting town can be anything. We have red and white, blue and red. Okay. They begin off with the mites. I don't have any 1-drops, so I'm just going to send this in tapped with Sacred Foundry, so I don't have to pay the 2 life. I can't use it for anything this turn anyways, so... Okay. Ember Heart. So this is definitely an aggro type deck we're going up against. I... definitely am going to remove the Challenger next turn. I'm going to play Starting Town, because remember, this one enters tapped unless it's the first, second, or third turn of the game. So I want to play that as soon as possible. Now, I'm going to pass to my opponent. I have 2 instants, Lightning Helix or Get Lost I can play. Okay. I'm going to do the Lightning Helix on the mites because I know he's trying to buff it with the giant... What's this called again? Giant Growth. That's it. He'll swing for 3, but that's fine because I gained 3 this turn because of the Lightning Helix. Okay. I'm debating if I should play the stock up or just pass and then play Get Lost on the Ember Heart Challenger next turn. You know what, like... Yeah, I'll pass. Because, like, I know he's going to swing and hit me pretty hard next turn, probably, so I gotta have my Get Lost prepared. Okay, I'm gonna wait till the, okay. So now I'm gonna play the Get Lost on it. I thought he would, buff it up, but I guess not. Okay, so he played this. The Royal Treatment. It gains Hexproof until end of turn. And now he has Ward 1. Okay. Why did he do that? Because he already attacked, so like buffing it didn't... Okay. So I'm gonna play Ral. So he can produce the otter that'll defend me.
You get to be my protege today.
And then assuming... Okay, he's attacking, so I'm definitely blocking with the otter. Oh, he hasn't... I just noticed he hasn't, like, played any lands recently. He must... Okay, so he, plotted the Slick Shock show-off. Okay. So I'm gonna play this. Okay, so I'm going to create another otter, and I'm going to Lightning Helix the Ember Heart. I'll have to pay 1 for the ward cost, but that's fine.
I can invent my way to victory.
He's definitely going to play that this turn. It has flying, so it can attack either Ral or me, but I'm at 14, Ral's at 7. I don't think he's going to be able to kill either me or him. And he's playing Wildfire Wickerfolk. An interesting name. Has haste, this creature gets +1 and has trample as long as there are 4 more cards. And okay. Do I block? Yeah, I'm gonna block it. I'm surprised he didn't play the Slick Shock. Okay, so I'm at 6 mana now. I still have my Ultima. I kind of want him to get a couple more creatures in play before I play it. I'm going to play another Otter.
You get to be my protege today.
I'm actually going to dig for some other types of removal.
Time to embrace the local culture.
Let's see. Jeskai Revelation, and let's see. I have 6 and Multiversal Passage. Okay, so I have all the mana I need to play Jeskai. So I'm definitely taking him in hand, and I technically don't need any other lands after that, so I'll take a Marang. So as long as I can survive this turn, then I should have this match in hand. Also, Ral's already up to 9, so he played a Multiversal Passage. Okay. Emberheart. When is he going to play this? The Slick Shot Show Off. He already plotted it, so it's 0 to play. I'm going to block the Wildfire because it has 3 attacks, so I'll take less damage. Okay. The problem is, if I play Ultima, it ends the turn, so I won't be able to use Ral's. Decisions. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'm going to create the blue Otter. I'm going to save my Jeskai for next turn.
Lightning to share.
And with any luck, he'll play the Slick Shock and maybe another creature, and then the next turn, I'll wipe the field. So next, in turn, okay, because I still am unsure of what these 3 cards in his hand are. Yes, he finally played the Slick Shot. Now, hopefully he'll play like 1 or 2 like other cards to buff it, because I want his hand to get as down low to 0 as possible. Okay, so he played the Burst Lightning. That'll buff the Slick Shot, the Emberheart. Okay, so he's going to get rid of the Otter. Keep in mind, when I play Jeskai, it'll also give me 2 Monk tokens to block with. So I'll let that go through. I want him to think that like he has this match in hand, and I've got nothing to play. Okay. Now, here's what I'll do. Return target spell to its owner's hands. I'm going to do the Emberheart. Deal 4 damage to the Slick Shot.
I can invent my way to victory.
And I know he's probably going to... Oh, he quit. That is one thing about this deck. Like, a lot of people will quit like just out of frustration of having to try to deal with it. Match 3 of Jeskai Revelation. Opponent goes first. There's so many lands and just... I like the inevitable defeat, but... Do I chance it and hope I can survive like 4 turns until I can play this? I also don't have the swamp, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to mulligan. I don't like this hand. Okay. Definitely better. Just debating which one I should put back. Probably this one. That way I have a plains, I have a blue and red, and then a white and red. Okay. Plus Thundering Falls has to enter tapped, so having 2 of them... What? Okay, so... I do not have any 1-drops, as I said, so it only makes sense to play the one that enters tapped, and then I'll get to Surveil. I like that, the Lightning Helix on top, so I'll keep that on the top of my deck. Because he's playing green, so it's probably a creature deck, more than likely. So having as much removal or field wipes as possible is the best thing. Keen-Eyed Curator, yep. Okay, so... I'm gonna try and... Let's see. Definitely the plains. Now I can play either Lightning Helix or Get Lost next turn. Now pass to my opponent. Innkeeper's Talent. At the beginning of your combat of your turn, put a +1 counter. He's obviously going to do the Curator, so I'm going to get rid of it before he gets the Innkeeper's Talent to put the token on it. So I'm going to Lightning Helix it now. Now his Innkeeper's Talent's in play, but it's useless because it can't put any +1/+1 counters on any of his creatures. Okay, so... Definitely I'm going to play Stock up next, so... Let's see... Okay, Multiversal Passage and Inevitable Defeat is going into my hand. I'll choose the Swamp for the Multiversal Passage. Warden of the Grove. Okay, so at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures. Where X is the number of counters on this creature. Okay. This is going to be Swamp. Pay 2 life. Now, I have 2 Inevitable Defeats. So, or I could play Get Lost. Depends on the mood. So, now I pass to my opponent. I'm going to let him buff his Warden of the Grove, which I'm assuming he's going to do, and then play Inevitable Defeat. Yep, Innkeeper's Talent will put the token on it. Pass, let him swing. Okay, Inevitable Defeat. Get rid of the Warden of the Grove. He'll lose 3 life, I'll gain 3 life. I'm assuming, yeah, he did the Offspring cost on the Paw Patch. Okay. I'm gonna pay 2 life, just because I want an extra Plains, so in case I want to use both of my Get Lost next turn. Okay, now pass to my opponent. So he's powering up leveling up the Innkeeper's Talent. Permanents you control with counters on them have Ward. Okay. A Ward for 1 cost. You know what? Let me get rid of both of them now. Yeah, because he already... And then I'm also going to do the Get Lost on... Actually, yeah, just let that resolve. So yeah, now he's going to use... I want him to use his mana for the map tokens. That way he can, you know, buff his Paw Patch, because he doesn't know we have a second Get Lost in hand. Because the ward cost is only just 1 mana, so I can pay that because I have 3. So let him swing. Now I'm going to play the Get Lost. Yes, I'm sure. And yeah, I'll pay the 1 for the ward. Okay, he's playing Kren, but this is the only creature he has, so he can only use a 1/1/1 counter instead of 2. I'll play Sunbillow Village. And I'm just 1 mana away from playing Jeskai Revelation. So, in turn, let's see what he plays next. Mostly, I want to save Inevitable Defeat in case he plays like that Ouroboros card, however you pronounce it. Oh, see right there, he had it. I knew it. Level 3, so you put twice as many +1/+1 counters instead? Okay. He has no mana, but I do know... Well, this is on top of his deck. I'm almost certain he's going to play that next turn, so I'll save the Jeskai Revelation for that card. I'm assuming he's going to swing, and that's when I'll play the Inevitable Defeat. Well, what's he doing? He has no mana left. There he goes. Okay. Inevitable Defeat. Auto pay. He'll lose 4, or lose 3. I'll gain 3. Okay, now. I have all kinds... I guess as a plains, yeah, pay 2 life. So now I have 7, so I can play Jeskai Revelation next turn. So he's playing a Warden instead of the Boroid. I mean, I guess it is kind of pointless to play the Ouroboros because he has nothing to, like, put the counters on. So he's sacrificing a map token to power this up. That's fine. Let him spend all of his mana powering it up. I did forget the ward +1. So I only have 7 mana. That's fine. Yes, I drew. So now I can get around the 1 cost for the ward. So now I'm going to pay 2 life for it to enter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this has ward for a 1 cost. So now I'm going to pass to my opponent. Hopefully he'll play the Boroid. And then that way I can use Jeskai. Okay, so let's see how this goes. He's playing it careful, it seems. Okay, he's swinging, so... Jeskai Revelation. Definitely returning that to his hand. Are you sure? Yes. Deal 4 damage to any target. I'll choose him. Yes, I'll play the 1 cost for the ward. 4 damage to him. I'll gain 4 life. I'll draw 2 cards. And I've got the 2 monk tokens. Now he's bringing back out Warden of the Grove. 2 of them. Okay, so... These are 3 costs. He has 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay, so I'm just going to Yeah, I have enough to play the ward cost on both of them. So I'm just going to bring Marang out. Yes. And this one, yes. I'll play the ward cost for both of them. And swing for 2. Now he has 7, so you can probably... Oh, he just quit. Match 4 of Jeskai Revelation. We get to go first this time. No more lies, a counter. We have Jeskai Revelation in hand. A 3 steps ahead and Lightning Helix. Let's look at our lands. Multiversal Passage. So we have Plains. This will have to be... I have to choose either a red or a blue for this. So I can play Lightning Helix or No More Lies. So I'll keep this. I'm going to play, because I'm not sure what type of deck I'm playing against yet. If it's a creature deck, or if it's like a control deck. So I'm just going to play this, the Backstreet, Surveil 1. Do I need that at the moment? No. I really need like a red mana. Or a blue mana. So I can make Multiversal Passage be whatever mana color I want it to be. Okay, it's red. It might be a mono red aggro, but he had no 1-drops. I mean, it's possible. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and have this be blue, just so I can have the Normalize to counter whatever he plays next turn. Blue, pay 2 life. So now I'm safe for this turn, no matter what. Yep, definitely countering the Emberheart Challenger. So we're playing mono red aggro. Ugh. This is what I was afraid of. I guess enter tap. Well, hold on. Yeah, I would need 2 blue in order to activate the counter 3 steps ahead. Or I can just use the draw 2 cards and discard a card. Yeah, so I have 2 of them, so I might have to do that next turn because I'm desperate for like a red mana. So it's only a matter of time before he starts throwing a bunch of creatures at me, as is the case with every mono red aggro deck. So, yeah, another Emberheart Challenger. He swings for 2, it looks like, unless he buffs it. No buffs. Okay, so now I'm going to activate a 3 steps ahead. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Yes, I have a red. Actually, I might want to keep the... So I'm going to get rid of the Godless Shrine. Okay, I got another... Okay, so I'll play this. Now, let me... Wait, because these are all instant speeds, so... Now I can either counter, or I can remove, plus gain life with the Lightning Helix. So let's see what he does this turn. With any luck, he'll spend his mana to try to buff it. Okay. So he's probably going to use that to give his Emberheart, like, double strike or something. You know, let's see what he does first. Beginning of combat. Okay. So yeah, now I'm going to remove it. Also, it probably would have been smarter to remove it before the Manifold Mouse abilities triggered, because Emberheart, I forgot, has that ability. It can look at... Oh, what did he just... That was slick. So he used Full Bore. Target creature you control gets +3/+2 until end of turn. If that creature was cast for its warp cost, it also gains trample and haste until end of turn. Okay. So I definitely want to get rid of... Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get rid of the Emberheart. And now I have my 3 steps ahead to counter next turn. Yep, definitely countering that. Even though he warped it in, like, it's still destroyed, so he can't play it at a later turn. He's giving his Manifold Mouse double strike. Just fine. Yeah, I really messed up with that one move with the... When he played the Full Bore, I should have activated Lightning Helix at a different time. Yeah, he's probably got this one because I can't activate Jeskai Revelation. So, that's an example how you make just one amateur mistake with this deck, and yeah, you're going to have to suffer a loss. However, like, if you do play it as it should, like, you'll win every match. Match 5, Jeskai Revelation. Opponent goes first. I'm not sure. I do like all... Yeah, I don't like this opening hand. Much better. Okay. I'll have to throw this back just because I won't be able to use it for the next several turns. It's just going to sit in my hand and be useless. Another mono red aggro? Sacred Foundry, enter tapped. Again? See, it's like something like 25% of every single deck like is like just mono red aggro. Okay, so I guess starting town. I'm gonna Lightning Helix that now. So he's plotting the slick shot. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll play Floodfarm. More than plenty of lands. Okay, I'm going to in turn. I'm going to use my counter. Oh, he did not attack. Interesting. Yeah, he must know I have some type of counter spell. Okay, that's fine. Pay 2 life. Yeah, so like he's gonna play the waiting game, so am I. Should I counter that? This could be bait. Decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go through. Bolt wave and full bore. Okay. So you play the lands. Nemesis. Okay. He also has this. And 2 bolt waves. Which he's going to use... Well, I definitely have to counter the Nemesis no matter what. So yeah, now he's going to play the Slick Shot. And 2 bolt waves. Okay. So now I'll have a... Let's see, do I have... Yeah, red, white, and then another white and colorless, so... Okay. I'm gonna Lightning Helix this right now. Because I see he has the... This card, full bore, so if I Lightning Helix something, he might play that. Oh, he just hit me with another Bolt Wave. Okay. It's fine. So now I'm definitely going to stock up. Put 2 inevitable defeats in hand. I have Get Lost. As long as I can survive this turn, I'm pretty sure... Okay. I'm just gonna pass. There he goes. I knew he was gonna buff it somehow. Now I'll activate the Get Lost. Yes. Perfect timing. Yeah, it's more about trying to, like, predict and read what your opponent's gonna do than, like, anything else I've learned. Well, that was it for the demonstration of the Jeskai Revelation deck. If you have any suggestions or ways you think the deck can be improved, feel free to leave it in the comments. Closing thoughts are, yeah, this deck, like, it requires you to think a lot. Like in the last match, like, it was more about timing. Like, I knew my opponent was going to buff the Slick Shot Show-Off, so it was like waiting until he plays that spell first, and then removing it before it has a chance to go off. So it's really more so about, like, timing and trying to read what your opponent's going to do, and just a general understanding of how each type of deck works. In that case, it was a mono-red aggro deck. But yeah, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I thank you for tuning in, and hope you have a good day.